Oh, it looks different in my house. Looks a little bit more Christmassy, doesn't it? It does. I am sitting by my tree, admiring my penguin ornaments. Well, I have a very special book tonight. Oh, yes, that's penguins on my pajamas. If you can see them, yes, it is a one piece. I get cold, so Santa, a couple Christmases ago, brought me these. And then he also provided this cool blanket. But tonight's book, I'm going to give a shout out to one of my nephews. I have like 10. I have 10 nieces and nephews, and one of them is 4 years old. He's staying with his Mimo Peppa tonight. So his Mimo requested the other night to do a very special book, one that I love because my mom and dad got it for me, but also my dad would read it to my sister and I every night or every year on Christmas Eve. But I'm not sure he's going to be there with his grandparents. So we're going to do it a little early just for him. And he knows who he is because he knows he's very special to me. It is The Night Before Christmas by Clement Clement Clark Moore, a pop-up by Robert Subdua. So let's listen. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, and hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. And the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver too lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, would they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. See him up there? He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And I want to pull this out and watch. There he goes. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you check out all my other books that I have. Merry Christmas to all of my nieces and nephews. I love you so much, and I love the new friends that are watching. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, everyone.